It's Charter Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We're in the San Gabriel Valley, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the man who is probably the youngest elected city council member in all of LA County, 88 cities. His name is Andrew Rodriguez. He is 23 years old, and he recently won a seat on the Walnut City Council. Wow, it's breathtaking.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
You came on before the election, and I think it's fair to say you had an uphill climb. You had 6 people running, 3 seats available, 2 incumbents running. That means essentially, barring strange circumstances, 1 seat available for 4 challengers. How'd you do it?
A lot of walking. Walking was our big strategy. We also had a great team. I would not be here today if it wasn't for my campaign manager, my parents, my interns from Walnut High School that were amazing, and they were part of our campaign strategy as well, and so they really pulled through.
Let's talk about that strategy, because in the end, you came in 3rd, which is exactly what you needed to do, top 3, and the break from 3rd to 4th was pretty significant. So it wasn't close. I mean, it was clear, based upon the vote totals, you were the victor for that 3rd place slot. What I noticed was, when you look at vote by mail ballots, you came in 3rd. When you look at precinct ballots, you came in 2nd.
Yeah.
Usually, you need super strong results, at least modern days, for the absentees, and precinct ballots aren't as important. But you somehow got that ground game going, and those that went to the polls voted for you. What went right?
Well, I think it's because we had a lot more volunteers toward the end of the campaign. Toward the beginning, in January, right after we filed papers, it was pretty much just myself walking, maybe a few people on the weekends. But after March and thereon afterward, we had weekends, probably 15, 20 people walking. And every day during the weekday, we had, like I said, my interns were great. They would come after school, and we'd strategize, decide which area of the city to hit.
Yeah, how did you decide? You know, when you're thinking about a race, maybe for assembly or Congress, and you're going to walk, it's very targeted.
Yes.
You go to homes that you believe are your political party, are high propensity voters. Did you have those lists in Walnut?
Yeah, we did.
You did?
Yeah,
so you knew the high propensity voters?
Yes, we knew which areas of the city voted, which areas of the city voted by mail, which voters would be walking in, and so depending on the time and what we had done previously, we'd strategize and move on from there.
But you weren't running as a partisan, because in city council races, it's
nonpartisan.
Yeah. But did you look at partisan preferences?
No. We spread the love out.
What about, if I may ask, what about ethnic diversity? Because Walnut is a city, large Asian American populations, smaller Latino populations, smaller Anglo populations. Was that part of your calculation?
Yeah, every time I walked, I would try and bring a translator, someone that would speak Chinese.
So you did need that. There are
yes,
some
definitely.
Interesting. What about Spanish speakers? Many?
No, not.
Are you a Spanish speaker? A little bit?
A little bit.
You can get by?
I can get by. I need some practicing.
So tell me what you've learned through this process, through the election. Actually, before I get there, I want to ask you about victory.
Yeah.
Tell me about the moment. The moment when you realized that you won.
I was well, at the beginning of the night, we had met at we had a little party, and there was my core supporters there. But as the night went on and the ballots came in, more people started coming.
Oh, because you were a victor.
Yeah.
But so with the absentees, you were still in 3rd.
Yeah,
and
so we knew.
And you were in 3rd by a pretty nice margin.
Yeah, we felt comfortable.
Right.
After the 2nd round of walk-in ballots came in, we were pretty
What time
confident.
It
was around 9:45.
When it was over?
Yeah, around
pretty much?
Around 10-ish. Yeah.
Were your parents there?
Yeah, they were. I think they were in disbelief, to be perfectly honest with you.
Do you have a significant other? I mean,
I do not.
You're not? Okay.
No.
Well, maybe you'll get one now. but honestly, your parents must have been just dumbfounded.
I
mean,
would
it's one
say
thing
that,
to have a child be elected to political office, but the age of 23? I mean, you just graduated from high school. You just graduated from college.
Yeah.
And you did it.
Yeah, it was a wonderful experience. Lawn signs.
Yeah, so
don't
tell me
win-
what you learned.
Yes, lawn signs don't win campaigns. It's all about contacting the voters.
Now, how did you figure that out, that lawn signs don't win campaigns? Were you able to do an analysis where a lawn sign was, or?
No, I just felt that it would be more efficient and more beneficial to actually knock on doors and talk
Right.
to voters. And so.
But did they want to talk to you?
Yeah,
They
they
did?
did. I mean, you
mean-
have your people that don't want to talk, or they say I'm too busy, or
Right.
make some sort of excuse. But for the most part, everybody was very friendly, and they let me do my spiel,
Right.
and were receptive of what I had to say.
So what else did you learn?
Money doesn't buy you an election either.
But you raised a decent amount, or no?
Well, I raised about $6,000 and
that's-
loaned myself another $6,000.
And your opponents?
We had anywhere between 30,000 and 70,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the one who spent 70, did they win or lose?
No, they lost. Yeah.
So basically, they outspent you 7-1, and you beat them.
Yeah.
And you believe it's because of walking.
Walking every day.
Okay, you're a winner. Tell me where you go from here. What are your goals? You're on the city council. There are 5 of you there.
Mm-hmm.
You all want to work together, get along. Where do you go from here?
Well, we have some very exciting projects coming up. We have our general plan,
Mhm.
which the city hasn't updated in decades. And so I want to go out and knock on doors again and just hear some input as to what the residents want our city to look like 20 to 30 years from now. We're also rolling out a new website, and I think it'll be the most innovative website in Southern
Well, I would
California.
hope that you, as a young man, would be able to make
I
that
would-
website
yeah,
innovative.
Yeah, we've been working with staff, and we're excited to roll that out pretty soon.
What else is on your agenda? I understand. I was reading articles about you because you've been all over the media lately since you are such a young star, and it indicated that you were looking at some very specific committees. I think it was city planning, environment, transportation. I mean,
Transportation.
in the San Gabriel Valley, you get some real traffic here.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Just in the last 10, 15 years, transportation has really, there are way more options. Uber is out in the San
Right.
Gabriel Valley.
Will the Gold Line go through Walnut, or is it a little too
No,
far?
it's too far north.
Okay.
But my staffer, who's on
Right,
set
yes,
here,
good old Willis.
he took
Right.
he took the Gold Line from Pasadena to Irwindale, and I picked him up. And we wouldn't have
Nice.
done that back in
Right.
December, January when I
Nice.
was first here.
Now, another benefit of being a city council member, especially in the Los Angeles County area, is you can join certain boards and commissions
Yeah.
that are regional in
Yes,
scope and
yeah.
really learn a lot and have a positive impact
Yeah.
on the greater county community. Are you looking at joining any of those commissions?
Yeah, at some point in my term, I would love to join SCAG.
Which is the Southern California Association of
Governments,
which is a transportation committee.
Transportation,
Right.
Foothill Transit.
Right.
I'm a very big transportation
Gold Line,
guy.
that type of stuff.
Yep.
Now, I would think that you would get some appointments pretty quickly, being on
Yes, Mayor Pacheco appointed me to the Audit Committee and Personnel Committee.
but that's for
or just the city.
Yeah, but what about those outside committees?
I have not been appointed.
Well, Mr. Pacheco.
Not
I mean,
yet,
come
not
on,
yet,
come
not yet.
on. What is he waiting for?
Not yet.
And so, what do you think about audit? And what was the other one?
Personnel?
What do you think about
Well,
that?
I haven't really been briefed on that yet.
Oh, come on! I
but,
mean, you've
yeah.
only been in office for what? 2 days?
yeah.
No, I tease. But there is a learning curve.
There is.
And so, does the League of Cities put you through any training?
Yeah, I was just with council member Tragars
Uh-huh.
at a new council member orientation sort of thing. She's not a new council
Right.
member, but she was kind enough to invite me,
And?
we studied a lot of different issues, and it's pretty interesting. No matter who you are, no matter what age, there'll always be a learning curve, and that's
Right.
just something that.
Oh no doubt.
No matter what. But I feel confident. I've been to city council. I've been going to city council meetings for months, almost a year now, so on a regular basis. So.
I'm speechless. His name is Andrew Rodriguez. He is the youngest sitting city council member in the county of Los Angeles. That city, of course, is Walnut in the San Gabriel Valley. My name is Brad Pomerance. This is Charter Local Edition.